Okay. It's been a big day. When I say big day, it hasn't been like a huge day, but it's been a good day. So lots changed, and I kind of want to talk about it because since I last spoke to you, I've got a new glasses, so that's a start. I finished uni. I just got the first dose of AstraZeneca. Let's take this outside. I got blood tested as well, and oh, there's no thing here. I thought there'd be a thing. Anyway, how do I feel about getting the vaccine? I feel great. Doctor said you can wait 10 days to potentially get the Pfizer, but then it's also a good chance I might get more booked out. So I thought, well, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to get this right here and right now. So another 10 to 12 weeks, I'll go back to get the second dose and I'm fully vaccinated. Which is great. I've finished uni, so that, like, it's huge, right? Like, I think, besides my father, I think the only one who has a bachelor's degree. Mum started one, then she finished it. Then she decided not to do it. Luca hasn't done one yet, although he may do in the future. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I did a diploma, then a bachelor's, and it's been huge, right? Like, it's been so much fun, and I've loved the whole process of learning, going to school, even though most of it was online, which is, uniquely disappointing. And it was so overwhelming to finish uni last Thursday on a random Thursday, like, Thursday morning. It was like, okay, this is the last class. Great. Couldn't go out anywhere for beers. Nathan just got a new job. Oh, we did celebrate for that. Aaron just got a new job. Can't go celebrate for him. I understand it's locked out and I comply. It's just disappointing. The positives are, though, now I'm ready to work. Hospitality is pretty well down the go at the moment because we're in and out of lockdowns. It's hard to get a job there. What is the jobs that are going is what I'm just being trained in. What I need to do is get the right mindset to believe in my skills, to make myself tidy my portfolio, get a creative direction, and then be able to shop myself around to show an employer why I'm valuable to them. That's what I need to do. There's plenty of those jobs out there on Seek and on LinkedIn and such. I just need to do it. I've just got a couple of loose ends to tie up with the internship at Col Arts Fashion, which is just finishing an edit. Something else new. This is my first video that I'm editing on Final Cut Pro. I got the trial yesterday, and I'm so fucking excited. I was using Premiere for ages, obviously now for this last week, but for 2 years now. And it's, for the most part, it's been good. But yesterday, I tried to help Claire with getting captions on her video, and I found myself so frustrated. Like, I'd been working for hours in the program that day, and there was still so many little idiosyncratic buttons and to do that it just really slowed me down. And I'm not shitting on Premiere because it's an excellent professional NLE. The thing is, if I can focus better on the story that I'm making, and if the software allows me to do that, then I'm gonna freaking go for it. And I've heard that's what is really good about Final Cut, is that yes, it might be a little bit simpler, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, just allowing you to get on with making your cuts and telling a story. And that's what I'm so excited about, because I lose motivation in making the story when I'm like thinking about if things are going to bug around. I just get on these freaking tangents when I'm trying to make something, and I just lose the momentum of the project. So this is the first video I'm making. It's going to start and end today. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to render it, I'm going to upload it, and I'm just going to see how it goes. So let's cut to Final Cut Pro. Yes, look at this. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to work on this a bit, and then we'll come back to stuff. Let's talk about Final Cut versus Premiere. Deciding to learn Final Cut because I've seen a few people, a few content creators and YouTubers that still use it, and people are talking about the magnetic timeline and the dynamic adaptive program monitor and stuff. And I was like, okay, there's a 90-day trial, so I just finished uni, I want to make cuts, and I want to see if I can improve my workflow. So I was like, cool, let's give that a shot. The gripes I have with Premiere are, when you're coloring in Premiere, then you export, it looks different, it looks lighter. So you gotta like bump up the gamma to compensate for it the way it's gonna look. I find that really irritating. I saw some fixes, people said change it to software encoding on the export, but what's the point of buying a nice computer or speccing out this MacBook with 8 gig of graphics if I'm gonna use software encoding? So it doesn't really cut the mustard for me. Also, I haven't had a Premiere crash on me, but it bugs a lot. You know what I mean? If I have a few photos that aren't even high res on the timeline, I'm scrubbing through at a quarter or half resolution, it's choppy. And it really irritates me because I'm like, okay, I'm going to go over here and do this. It's just at every step, there's small things that really frustrate me. The one thing that's going to be a difficult adaptation is dynamic link, working in After Effects to do like tracking. I don't even know how tracking is going to work on Final Cut. I know there's a bunch of plugins, so if I get confident enough with Final Cut, I'll buy the plugins. But until then, I will miss that with Premiere, that you can dynamic link between things. But if I'm able to get a speedy workflow, I'll be happy. Overall, Premiere is great. Some of the things I just find a little bit annoying. When you drag and drop stuff into your program monitor or into your bins, it just drops where you drop it. It doesn't list it in chronological order, which is slightly irritating, because if you've just filmed a bunch of clips and you throw them in and you import them, they're going to be wherever you drop them. Now, this might not be annoying if you're organized and you shoot all your clips at once and you drag the whole folder in, but sometimes, like right now, I film a bit, I edit a bit, I film a bit, so then I'm kind of airdropping and putting clips into the timeline. So it's really nice that it stacks them. I'm not going to deep dive into shortcuts and trying to learn shortcuts straight away. I mean, I've got the basics. I'm going to focus on getting this project made so that I can upload it, so I can finish this whole circular project from getting Final Cut, making the edit and uploading it, to cement it in my head so that I feel good about it. Because if I leave it, I feel crap. I'm a little bit thirsty, so let's... As good as Final Cut sounds, I'm sure it comes with its limitations. That's something that I'm a little bit hesitant to find out. I'm sure there's going to be some limitations and some functionality that I'm used to in Premiere Pro that might not be available in Final Cut, but we're going to see. So I think the key takeaway is that I'm really excited at the prospect of getting work out faster, not being inhibited by really annoying UI UI tricks or UI, I don't know, man. It's just, there's some small things in Premiere, like having to, you know, select the clip to do this, or change your program monitor, go back into your effects monitor and all this. I know most people don't actually care about that because they know how to use a program, but I know how to use it enough, but I just get hung up so much. I know that's probably me. I almost, let's be honest, definitely is the way I'm using it. But if I can avoid that, then it's going to make my workflow better and I'm going to be able to get content out faster. And in this day and age, quality is great, but quantity is how you get eyes on you, especially with, you know, Instagram going on all about video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like a school assignment, I'm going to write down ideas of reels that I want to make, and then I'm going to produce them and I'm going to post them regularly. And I'm also going to do a little bit of graphic design just for fun. Man, I'm freaking hungry, but I can't eat because I'm going for an ultrasound later today at the hospital for my gallstones and stuff, so leave that. I'm at a good place to learn a new video editing software. I've just finished uni and I'm on the job hunt, which means I've got a bit of time to play with personal projects to get fluent enough on Final Cut to be able to make content. I don't think it's going to matter in the long run, really. I thought about this, like, is it gonna make a difference using Final Cut? I don't think so. If I'm doing freelance work, no one's really going to care, are they? Because they're going to say, this is what we want, deliver the video, right? Easy. If I work in a team, that's when it might make a difference, if we're swapping projects. But from the sounds of things, in the job descriptions that I've noticed, and from what I've heard, it seems as though you work on your project and, you know, people might have their input, but, you know, you're kind of in charge of it. So, that might be an interesting adaptation. But in saying that, I'm going to keep using Premiere Pro because it's an excellent software. It's just that I really also want to learn Final Cut. And I'm going to, because this is being edited. Also, one of the upsides of using Final Cut is that you pay for a perpetual license. It's not a monthly subscription. Yes, it's $500, and then Motion plugins might cost another $100, but that's it. Then you have the license. Adobe costs you like $1,200 a year plus if you get the whole thing, which is what I'm paying at the moment. If I can go down to paying $15 a month for Photoshop and Lightroom, having Final Cut, that's going to be so much cheaper in the long run. That's another big bonus. That's another thing that's really drawing me into wanting to use Final Cut professionally. I'm not in a position now to spend $500 on software, but I've got 3 months. In 3 months, I'm going to have a job, right? Or I'm going to run out of money to pay for rent. So when I'm in that position, I will be way more inclined to pay for the license and then just keep getting the updates instead of paying a monthly fee of $75. It's just a little bit hard to swallow, particularly when I don't have a job. Hey, thanks for listening to me. I know it's probably pretty annoying. Yeah, look at it go. I just wanted to tell me, that I've decided to learn something different. You probably don't care. That's fine. This is just for me and for practice. So, it is what it is. I'll see you in the next one.